My boyfriend and his girl best friend are way too close. So I asked him to stop being friends with her. Okay, so I'm going to be straight up. I don't like my boyfriend's girl best friend.
Straight to the point. I love that.
Straight to it.
No fluff, just straight to it. Let's see what we got here.
So, for a bit of backstory, I've known my boyfriend for going on 3 years. We only recently started dating in June, so when all the events that I'm about to talk about go down, the relationship was still very new and very fresh. And I will say I'm very insecure and a very jealous person, but I've also been cheated on. So I feel like I do have a little bit of reason to feel the way that I do. I would agree.
Yeah.
By the way, this comes from user KDekiwi on the r/OKstorytime subreddit. So I will say I've only met this girl once, and that was at our graduation back in May. And when I met her, I was really nice to her, and I really did want to be her friend, because I thought she was pretty and cool.
Hey,
I
makes sense.
want to be friends with pretty and cool people. And I've heard a lot about her in the past 3 years that I've known my boyfriend, because they've been best friends since they were young. But they've never done anything romantically, and it's strictly just a friendship. That's what I've been told by him and by others.
They say he's just your friend?
And they say she's just your friend.
Okay.
So, to what happened? You know those little send it things? Yeah, I posted one of those to my story on my sister's birthday. My sister is Deb. Rest in peace. So naturally, it was already kind of a rough day for me because it was her sister's birthday.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk to people in a way. By the way, at the time, me and my boyfriend were long distance, so it wasn't like he could come see me or even come comfort me and tell me that it's okay. Well, that same day, my boyfriend went to hang out with her because it was her little brother's birthday, and he's friends with her little brother as well, her being the best friend. As the day went on and his party started to end, my boyfriend and her got high together, which I don't care that they did it. It's what she did after that upsets me. She posted on my story that your Pookie is my Pookie. Oh, no, she did not. At first, I thought it was a joke from another one of our friends, and I was like, haha, that's kind of funny. And I said the friend's name, and I thought it was going to be the end of it. Well, I was wrong. She then decided to swipe up on my story again, saying that no, it wasn't said friend, and to guess who, and that she's with/hanging out with my man. I really didn't like this.
Whoa.
And that's when it clicked to me on who it was. And like my mood was literally ruined. And before you start, I know that's childish of me, but my day was already rough, and that was kind of like the cherry on top. Like I said, I've only met this girl once, so I don't know how she jokes. How was I supposed to know this was a joke? She said then, and still to this day, defends herself by saying it was just a joke. And I tell my boyfriend, hey, this is kind of upsetting me. She was really instigating with me, and I've been told by several people, including my boyfriend, that's what she was doing. And something about my boyfriend is that when he smokes the devil's lettuce, he doesn't want to deal with anything or anyone, and has told me that he'd deal with it tomorrow. And I was upset. I wanted to tell him that you need to deal with this today. But in the end, we got into a little argument about it, and when the argument was over, I said, I love you to him, and he left me on red, which kind of hurt me.
What?
And then we didn't talk for 3 days, and on the third day, I was really about to block him. And one of our mutual friends knew this and told him, like, hey, if you don't talk to her, you're about to F up your entire relationship.
Yeah.
So we ended up talking, and in my opinion, I think we moved past what happened too fast because it really did upset. But anyways, fast forward. I moved in with him recently. Whoa! We just really fast forwarded. I moved in with him recently, and he tells me that she's been talking crap about me at their workplace because they work together. And because of this, a lot of their coworkers think I'm crazy or they don't even really like me, which makes me feel like crap because this move was supposed to be a new start for me. And I already have people not liking me. Girl, your boyfriend sucks.
Dude, he absolutely, like, I don't understand. Why is he angry?
It's kind of quieted down. At least my boyfriend thought so. Really fast, I will say that he has defended me. Okay, so he's at least defending you.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's just letting her talk crap, but that won't and can't stop her from doing it when he's not around, you know? But anyways, they had a work dinner a couple days ago, and she started trying to talk crap about me again to a new friend that I just made. And they work with them, and my friend shut them down. And that was how it was summed up to me. Basically like, hey, I'm her friend, and I don't like how you're talking about her. Your side of the story makes no sense. You were literally instigating her. She didn't even know you that well. It just really upsets me because of the fact that my boyfriend has even said to me that he thinks the beef between me and her is one-sided, and it's on my side, but it's clearly not. Yo, this boyfriend, I thought he was defending you. So I tried talking to him about it a couple nights ago. And to sum it up, it went like this. Hey, blank told me what your girl best friend said at the work dinner, and it really does upset me. He says, I don't know what you want me to do. I barely even talk to her anymore. I don't know how I could help. And after that, he just kind of shut down from the conversation and started going to sleep, I think. I don't know. So this really made me kind of bad. So I rolled over and I was going to try to go to sleep, but I couldn't. And he asked me if I was mad at him. And I just said no. And then he fell asleep. And then I got up and went outside for a little bit and talked on humans. If you know, you know. I don't know, and I'm going to keep going.
I don't. There we go.
Then I sat in the living room and just stayed up all night because I couldn't sleep. And in the morning when he went to work, we kind of just didn't say anything about what happened later that night. I just feel crazy, and I don't know how to go about this. I just don't want him being friends with her anymore. I feel selfish and childish, but at the same time, I think she is taking it all too far, and I want to tell him to please stop being friends with her.
Yes.
And before y'all start to bash my boyfriend, sorry, I've already been on that train.
Too late.
He's the best man I've ever been with. He's been there to back me up every time I need it, and in the 3 years I've known him, he tries to gift/buy me things regularly, and I try to stop him because it feels weird to receive things due to past trauma. He knows my past and still cares for me. He helps me remember to take my meds, and if I'm sick, he babies me the best that he can. I've only bought food once because he doesn't like me paying, and he knows I have a loan to pay off. I could continue to go on, but I feel like I should wrap this up, LOL. And if you read this and you're like, that kind of sounds like, hey, that's my situation and that's what I do to my friend's girlfriend, and it resonates a little too much with you, please keep my name out your mouth.
Oh! Talk that talk.
Yeah, I don't talk crap about you, even though I could, because of what happened with you and your boyfriend. So just please leave me alone, because I'm pretty sure you're on this app, and on the rare occasion you do see this, what you're going to do isn't not right, your joke wasn't funny, and telling people that I'm crazy because you were instigating me and I got upset is a step too far. We do have an update.
Oh!
So, today was rough and I've cried a lot. The morning was going well. My boyfriend woke me up gently and asked if I wanted anything from the store. I was half asleep and was like, I don't know, get chips, I guess. Me and him and a friend went on a ride for like an hour and came home. Well, I don't really remember what brought up Allie. That's what I'm going to call her now. But I said something along the lines of, wouldn't you know, she's still your bestie after all. And he snapped at me, saying that she wasn't his bestie. I was kind of shocked with the small outburst and just said sorry and shrunk into my seat. I could see that instantly he looked regretful and he tried to apologize, but I just kind of shut down. Well, our friend went home a little while later and we both went to our bedroom to try to take a nap. Mind you, this whole time he had been trying to get me to open up and tell him why I was upset. Well, eventually he rolled away from me at the exact time I was about to spill how I feel. No!
Rats.
A little movie moment. Well, I laid there for a while before getting up and going to the living room. He shortly followed after me and he again snapped at me about how he couldn't help if I won't tell him. I honestly just started to cry.
Oh.
He quickly got up and sat in front of me as I turned away from him crying. But in the end, I just broke down to him about how much I don't like how what she did hurt me and how he hurt, that she makes me feel crazy and insecure, just everything. I told him how I don't like their friendship and truthfully wished he would basically drop her. We talked a lot and he reassured me on a lot of things. He even told me he'll limit any and almost all contact with her. This honestly made me feel better, that he wouldn't go to the concert he was supposed to go to with her. It was planned months ago when they were still closer, I guess. And this really relieved me a bit because I honestly really didn't want him going in the first place just because she would be there. Another friend was supposed to go, but still in my eyes, it feels like a date with my boyfriend and her with a third wheel. But he held me and told me that he wished he would have known sooner how I felt because he never wants me to be this upset about something this much. We ended up calming down and watched a movie together and then later played a one-shot with our neighbor and his girlfriend. I love them both so much. So hopefully this is the end of this drama, but yeah, thanks for all the advice and to everyone suggesting we break up. I'm sorry we didn't, I guess. All's well that ends well, or whatever they say. And what I say is that you can join us live on YouTube every weekday at 3 p.m. Just tap on our profile.
I say that's great. Let's go.
Well, I guess I was wrong about that concert. I know it's stupid to be upset over, but I don't know. I just feel upset, I guess. So what had happened is we did the do. If you know, you know. Well, after I go to clean up and piss.
We
If
know.
you know, you know. You do it so that you don't get a UTI. When I come back, he's on his phone, which, I don't know, but his expression was just weird, I guess. I jokingly asked, who was he texting when he put his phone down and looked at me? He told me that he was going to go to the concert later this week. I asked why, because clearly, just earlier, he told me that he wasn't going to go and explain that he was the only way that they would get into the city to see it. And personally, my first thought is, why can't they just borrow her mom's car? She still lives with her family. But anyway, I just stood there and was like, yeah, okay, you know what? Whatever. I don't care. Obviously, I do care, or I wouldn't be writing this, but I just got in bed and rolled over. He asked me if I was upset, and I said, it's fine. And I left it at that. He went to sleep, and here I am on the porch typing this. I don't know how to feel. He tells me one thing this, and then one thing that. For example, he says he feels used by her because in a way she used him in a way to get over her ex or current boyfriend. Those are two different things, OP. You can't have an ex and current. Okay. By the way, that just kind of made me more upset and uncomfortable in a way. OP, you're making me upset and uncomfortable too. And then I just don't know anymore. I might update this again later if anything happens worth updating about, but to be honest, I might just delete this as a whole. I feel like a fool. And that is the end of that story.
Are you serious?
OP?
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Talk
OP,
to me.
look at
Go.
me. Look at me, OP. Break up with this man. You and this guy are not meant to be together forever. Break up with him, find the next guy. Or you know what? Find yourself. And then the next
Yes.
guy will find you and it will work. But you don't need this guy.
No.
You don't need any of this in your life. You don't need this situation.
Bro. Like, honestly, like, yeah, we do have to say, like, listen, OP, if you do feel hurt, then say that.
Yeah.
I love how OP was literally like, I said, I don't care. Of course I actually care. It's like, well, then say that.
Multiple times.
You know? Yeah. It's like, does your boyfriend yes, he's terrible. But like you're shooting yourself in the foot here in these
Yeah.
moments.